Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Washington Football Team.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Football Team. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age. It's Justin Fields. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team...
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line well short. To the 1st down marker. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell gets in there. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Gano's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask. That they will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. They begin with a run by Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Chase Young. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7 after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know many people like the...
Sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Steps away to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Washington on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Kareem Martin up to make the tackle. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gets it quickly to Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the